Go to the class first. CL underscore, okay, container. So actually this, there is a two classes we have. Okay, so one class is for to create the container. Okay, to create a container is nothing but to prepare the skeleton where we need to display the output. Okay, output level. So for that one, it requires some frame. Okay, to hold the data. And what are the features we have, like ascending order, descending order in function model level? Okay, ALV function model level, we get some features, right? Summation, subtotals, all are. So similar functionalities we required. So this container is going to prepare that one. Okay, and there is another class. So that is like a grid, ALV grid. Okay, so this class is going to display the output. Okay, so we require these two classes. Okay, so and for display output purpose, we have a method. So this method we need to call like a set first display method is there. So I will go to that. So again, like we require field catalog. Okay, so each like a row position, like a uh, length. Okay, each column's length you require. So all are, we have a different methods. Okay, so this is if you want to visible the column and column IDs. Okay, so like that we have a different method for each and everything. Even colors if you require, then you can go for we have another method for colors and all emphasis. Okay, so that, so like that each and everything resizing, see, set the resizing column. So like that we have a couple of like, or if you require some horizontal lines and all, then we can use this. Okay, scrolling bar. Okay, then title size. Okay, so like this, we have a each for everything, like a total purpose, set total. Okay, so then each purpose we have a one different this one like methods and all. So if you require colors, then this is the method, set color info. Okay, so like that field catalog. Okay, then we can choose this. Um, yeah. So get subtotal. Okay, so get subtotal is a like based on control break statement we use it, right? So so based on that same functionality we can get from this method and do the subtotals and all. Okay, so yeah, such a way. Okay, we can use all these methods, whatever method you required. Layout purpose like zebra lines. Okay, then we can choose this. Okay, column optimizing. Okay, that means like you want to exact based on the data that column sizes should be align it, then we can use this layout. Okay, set field catalog, like what are the columns you required and what is like column position. Okay, those are all like labels for that column. Okay, so in such a cases we can use set field catalog. Okay, so like that, and yeah, I think we crossed that method. First display method. Let me go. Yeah, this is the one. Set table for first display. So this method is going to display at output level. Okay. So like that, everything they provided in methods level. Okay. So when it is come to the function model, so we declare everything, field catalog, layout, and okay. So whatever we record events, everything we declare it and then we enhance it. Like we are implement the logic and all. So when it is come to the OOPS LVs, those now we are not using function model, right? Class and methods. Then whatever features you required, so those features we have to call these methods. Okay, and we have to enable those functionalities and all, then we can utilize it. Okay, so now let me go to the how we can utilize this class. Okay, this one and container. Let me go and create a program. Okay, so SC38. I just choose ZDC. Oops. ALV. Okay, so this is container. Okay, so this is there is a two types of OOPS ALVs. Okay, SLVs and normal ALVs. Okay, so here what I will do, I just create one ALV program. OOPS ALV. Execute. Okay. So first part is declaration as usual. So I want those containers. So then I will use ALV underscore container type. So whenever we are referring class, then we have to choose the type ref2 and what is the class name. So that class name we have to give it here. Let me go to F4. So first we'll declare this one container. Okay. And now I want a grid one as well. ALV grid. Okay. Ref 2 and another class we can choose it. Grid display. Grid ALV. Okay. So now I declare this and I want to internal table. Okay. So what I will do, I just okay lt underscore Mara table, but suppose material data I want to display, then I'm choosing Mara table. Okay. And now as usual, but suppose I want to fetch the data, then select star from Mara into. Okay, so this query will create okay, so later. So start of selection, under this I'm just using the call screen. So in this case, okay, we need to create a screen, custom screen to, because we require a container. Okay, so for that purpose we need to create a screen. Okay, so it is a normal. So go to flow logic, go to layout, first create the container, then we can go for. Okay, so now this is my screen layout, so I'm just expanding. Okay, so let me expand. Okay. Okay, so here I'm just, this is the container. Okay, I'm just drag and drop this container on screen level. How much I require, that much I can drag and. So provide the container name. Okay, so I just give the container name and just go into flow logic now. Okay, save it and then we can go for status. So before display output, so I need to fetch the data. So for that purpose, I'm just using under the PBO, I'm writing the query to fetching logic and all. I'm writing the query, and I want to back buttons and all should be work right. So for that purpose, we required this like a status, status status. Let me first complete this status. Go to layout, PF status, give this something. Okay, so go to the function keys. I want only these buttons only because the rest of functionalities it work as usual. Okay, then cancel. Any of this functionality, if I use it, then I need to be here. I want to leave that screen. Okay, so then we can write the PBO level, PA level. We can write the code for back, exit, cancel and all. Okay, so now I want to fetch the data. Okay, so what I will do, I'm just creating a perform. Without creating perform also fine. Okay, directly can write the logic, whatever logic here we required at here, directly we can write it. Or else let me write that logic. Okay, so 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 create a containers. Okay, so let me go to this simple program. Okay, let me take from here. So yeah. Okay, I just take it from this piece of code. Okay, so we need whatever we declare at top. So this container and grid. Okay, so these two are instance. Okay, so then what I'm doing, I'm creating an object for this and exporting the container name. Whatever we created layout level, that container. So that container name, I'm passing it here. Then whatever this is, now this is going to create an object. Okay, instance and all create. So that instance we have to pass to this grid one. Okay, ALV grid. So ALV grid also we are creating an object and then we are filling with this container. Okay, then we need fetch the data. So select, okay, star from Mara table into table. So we given LT underscore Mara. So up to I'm just using 100 rows. Okay, so we can use the select query star select option to give the inputs and all. Okay, either that way or this just for sample purpose. I'm just using like this. Okay, now I got the data. Okay, now I need to display the output. So we can call the method. So either this way or we can do or else directly we can use this grid. Okay, grid. So it's the instance method. Okay, set to display first table. So just choose the first display method from this. Yeah, this is the one. Okay, just you can call this method. Okay, so whatever we required exactly those things we can fill it at here. So output is nothing but LT underscore Mara. Here we have our data. So I'm not using any field catalog sort, all these are all. So what I will do, I will just remove it. Okay, just I will give the full stop at here. And these things also am not required. Okay, so especially I required the okay, this and all I'm not required layout. Okay, I think it is structure name we need to pass it. Yeah, this here it is there. Okay. So whatever structure we are giving, so Mara table, right? So I'm just giving the Mara exporting parameter. Okay. Then remaining we can remove it. So rest of I'm not required. So then I'm removing. Okay. Now let me use Pretty Printer. Save, check, and activate. Okay, so in PBO level, fetching logic and all we return. Okay, now then whenever we execute it, immediately this is going to before out display output. So this is going to execute and fetching logic is going to happens. Now after display the output, so I want to click on back button, then it should be come out. So I'm just enabling those push buttons and all. Means enable we are done, but functionality logic we are I'm writing now. Okay, case statement we can use psi UCOM. Okay, when it is either back or exit or cancel. Okay, any of this button, if I click on it, then I want to leave the program. Okay, so leave program and return. So fine. Now we can save, check and activate. Okay, then click on back. So relevant all objects we have to activate it. I'm activating this as well. Okay, I'm just going okay, main program. So let me show you like in debug mode how this is going to trigger. Okay, let me create from here. I will enable the breakpoint. Now executing. Okay, then what happened? Directly it comes to PBO. Okay, so now it is calling the screen. So then okay, then it what happens? PF status it went. Then creating an object. Very initially, these are all initial. Okay, whatever reference we created, this is the reference. Okay, instance and all. So now I press F5. Okay, F6. Okay, then what happened? It got created reference. Okay, now with the container. Now I'm passing whatever this is, now it is filled, so that I'm passing to here. Okay, to grid one I'm passing. Initially now it is initial, now it is enabled. Okay, the reference got created with that. And internal table. So first 100 records I'm fetching up to 100 records. Okay, now it is fetched. Now the data I'm passing to this method. Okay, so press F8 now. Okay, so now I got the output. So how much that container I given? So that much. Okay, I got it. Okay, size and all screen size. Okay, so below and upper. Okay, and here we have a options like a ascending order, descending order, like a search, summation, subtotal, all features. So these are all with the container it came. Okay, entire this frame it came from the container, and ALV grid this data, whatever data is there, so this data it came from the ALV grid. Okay, so yeah, so like that. Okay, but what happens when it is looking at here these functionalities, it generally it is in application toolbar, right? But it came in uh, container level. Okay, another like one side, this is one scrolling again. If you want to see the data, again this is another scrolling. So two scrollings are coming honestly. Okay, but there is a purpose why we require this type of screen containers and all. Okay, so that the reason SAP they provided like this. Okay, what is that purpose? You want to see multiple data. Okay, so multiple different data, different blocks and all, different data you want the blocks and all you want to see. In such a cases, we have to use this type of container for multiple purpose. Okay, you want to see that? Let me show you that way also. In such a cases, I required three different containers and three. First of all, three I want to use. Okay, then I'm just use the three containers. One, two, three. Same way I want grid also. Three. One, two, three. Okay. And the screen level, we need to go to the screen. Okay. I need to three containers, we can do it. So now it is only one container, right? So what I will do, I will change. Okay. So I will make it small blocks. Okay. So this is one container one I'm just giving. And this is one more container. Okay. For this one, I will give the name as container two. And one more container I want. Then I just give. Okay, for this one, container three. Okay, so like this, I just created multiple. For suppose Mara data, I want to see it here. Then I can choose this. I want to purchase or sales data, I want to see it here. Then I can choose another container, another like a stock relevant, I want to see. Then I can choose another container. Okay, so like this, three containers we can create it. Okay, then we can go to program level. So now three internal tables are required. Like what is the different data? So different tables I wanted. But suppose I'm just using KN1. Okay, KN1, and I want sales VBAK. Then I'm just choosing VBAK. Okay, so then even containers also I required three. Like this creating instance and all, because it is going to create four I given. Okay. So this is one, and container name also we given one, correct? So then grid is one and this container one. Same way for two, two, and this is three, three, and three. Okay, so three tables, different blocks we have, then three are given. Okay, now data I need to fetch from three tables. Okay, then three select queries I'm using. One is Mahara, another one is VBAK, another one is KN1. Okay, internal table also we can change VBAK and KN1. Okay, each table 100 records I'm fetching. Okay, and now this also we require three to display three containers level, then three output displays we required. Okay, so here we can change the grid one, and this is two, and this is three. Okay, and this is we can change the VBAK, and structure name also we can use VBAK. This is KN1, and this is KN1. Okay, so now we are done. So let me activate. Okay, so relevant program also we can activate screens and all. Okay, now we can execute. Okay, see, like three blocks came. Okay, so this is Mara data, this is sales data, and this is customer data. So there is a three blocks. Okay, three different information it is displaying. Okay, so for that purpose, generally containers the source concepts in such a situations we want to use for that purpose they provided especially. Okay. So because of that only this horizontal scrolling, vertical scrolling, okay, everything came up. Yeah. So do you have any queries up to now? If no, then
No, sir. No,
oh,
sir.